New package from Alpha. Dad hats galore. We got like every single type of dad hat in existence. So anyways, before this video gets started, I want to give a shout out to Vanity Planet. They sent me another one of their scales, which I'm gonna open up right now. So if you guys remember back in New York, they sent me one of these a few years ago, and they just recently hit me up again to ask me if I wanted a new one, and I said of course. So basically what this scale does is it measures your body fat, muscle mass, bone density, and water weight. Now it's not going to be 100% accurate, but what I found was it's pretty damn consistent, meaning if you keep your macros, your water intake, and just everything consistent, then the scale gives you pretty consistent readings. So you'd wake up after you take a deuce in the morning, jump on the scale. My numbers are going to be off. This is actually the next morning. So my numbers are going to be a little bit off because I already ate and drank something. Typically you would do this fasted every single day consistently. But anyways, this is what I got. 62.3% water weight, 45.3% muscle mass, 8.2 pounds of bone density, and 15.7% body fat. Now, if you guys want one of these, they give me a 60% link down below in the description, so you can get 60% off this scale, and it's also aesthetic as hell. So go check it out. What's up, Saiyan Army? And welcome to the video over video. Now, for those of you guys who are new to the channel, this was like 95% or more of my videos. This is how I communicated with you guys. This is how I, taught you guys. This is how I showed you guys my workouts, give you guys tips, spread the knowledge and information, helped a lot of you guys make gains. Hopefully, a ton of you guys that are still rocking with me. Anyways, haven't done one of these in a while, ever since I moved back home to Hawaii, which I kind of miss doing these. So if you guys want me to bring back these type of videos, give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below more topics that you guys want me to cover, because this is a great way for me to communicate with you guys. This is a great way for me to give you guys tips on a subject that I'm covering. As you guys saw in the title, I'm covering a subject today, and just show you guys my workout and talk to you guys about my workouts and how everything's going. So let's get into the topic of today's video, and that is 3 tips for attaining a big chest. Now, chest is honestly one of my stronger points on my physique. Chest is definitely something that I saw grow pretty fast when I started training, but it's been something that I've been forever trying to just complete, just because I lack upper chest. And that leads me to point number 1. A lot of people in the gym, I see them all doing flat benching, like a bunch of decline benching and stuff, and they neglect the upper chest. They got these big man titties, but they don't got that upper chest. You see this whole bunch of collarbone action going on. And for me, like if I don't solely focus on incline chest, then I get the Saiyan monkey chest going on, which I don't want. I want that full shelf chest. I want to be able to hold a can of soda on top of my chest. It's never gonna happen, but ideally I want to, which is why I focus on incline bench pressing, and a lot of you guys should as well. Yes, it's totally fine to do flat bench pressing. I'm not saying stay away from the flat benching or flat benching is evil. I'm just saying don't neglect your upper chest. Anyways, what you're watching on the screen right now is me incline bench pressing. So I did 2 sets of 225 for 10 reps. Ideally I want to go for 4 sets of 10 reps for 225, and I'm honestly pretty happy with this workout. I haven't been really focusing on strength for actually a while now. I've just been in this thing where I've just been enjoying my workouts. So basically I did 2 sets of 10, and then I did 2 more sets of 8. Actually the last one was 7. So this is what you're watching now. You're watching the last set because I failed and didn't hit my 8. I decided to add another set to get that extra volume. So then instead of just doing 1 rep, I ended up doing 3 slow and controlled, but it felt great. I've been suffering from a small shoulder impingement as of lately, which has kind of been bothering me. It kind of comes off and on. Last year it was in my right side, this year it's on my left side. So I'm really trying to focus on my form. As you can see, I was arching a little bit more than I usually do, trying to stay retracted, which is funny because prior to this I was trying not to retract as much and engage my abs a little bit more, which is I think I wasn't because I wasn't staying fully retracted, I think that's how I got the impingement in the first place. So I'm just trying to find that happy median and just, yeah. But anyways, I've been doing lots of stretching. I'll show you guys some stuff that I've been doing lately that's been helping it a lot. Like I used to feel it every morning when I used to wake up, but now it feels like pretty damn good. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We're covering. We've been in the recovery room. We're doing the mobility drills, and yeah, we're gonna ascend once again. So anyways, tip number 2 is frequency. Now, this is something I get asked a ton of, especially when I meet you guys in person. You guys always like, oh yeah, Goku, can I ask you some tips and whatnot? Okay, I'm struggling on my bench, or I hit this bench plateau. And always my first question I ask you guys is, how many times a week are you benching? And usually it's like, oh, I'm benching 1 time a week and blah, 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 and I'm just stuck and I plateaued and I can't pass, you know, whatever it may be, 225, 185, whatever, 315, whatever the number may be. So my first suggestion is increase the frequency. Bench twice a week. If you want to get good at any lift, I recommend hitting it at least twice a week. You can, depending on your volume, even squeeze it to 3 times a week, but then understand you have to lower your volume on all 3 workouts, obviously. You're only gonna have a certain amount of volume to play with. Yes, you can increase the volume a little bit more, hitting it 3 times and 2 times just because you have more energy and whatnot, and a little bit more time to recover in between. But understand that frequency is gonna be key to growing a big chest, especially if that's what you're focused and that's what you're lagging on. Tip number 3 is angles. Now, this is something that a lot of powerlifters don't really do. Some powerlifters you'll see, they're just genetically blessed with a great chest. All they do is flat bench all day. That's not me. You know, for me, I have to hit the chest in all different angles. Right now, you're seeing this like weird fly that I made up. This was the first time I've ever tried doing flies. And that's one of the crappy parts about having a home gym, is not being able to do flies, because I really love cable flies. So this was a pretty good replacement. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 if, you know, 10 out of 10 is the gym cable machines. So it's pretty good. As you can see, I'm getting a nice squeeze and contraction. But yeah, hit it from different angles. So for me, this is how I do it for you guys. So grab out a pencil and write this down. So I would hit, let's say you're hitting chest twice a week. I would start with a heavy compound, be it incline dumbbell bench press, incline barbell bench press, flat dumbbell, flat barbell, so some kind of heavy bench press that's, you know, free weight and a big compound movement. Okay, your second movement is gonna be another pressing movement. So this is going to be like a machine press. Yes, you can do like, you can go from flat to incline bench pressing and whatnot if you want. So I would just recommend just hitting it at a different angle. So again, if you started on flat and you want to do incline barbell bench press, dumbbell bench press, that's totally fine as well. You can do hammer strength, which is something that I really like to do. But yeah, just hit it from another angle. And the third exercise is going to be some kind of fly. I don't really care what angle you hit it from, just hit it from different angles. I recommend whatever exercise you feel it the most in your chesticles. And from there, you just want to gauge your volume. So for me personally, I like to do 4 sets of everything. So I'll do 4 sets for 3 exercises. Times 2 workouts is 24 sets. That's definitely enough volume for me to grow and just progressively overload on as I add more weight to each exercise, slowly but surely. Also understand that chest isn't a weak point for myself, so it's not something I'm trying to put, you know, all my volume and all my energy into at the moment. Nor is it something really I am for probably the rest of my lifting career. But if chest is a weak point for you, then definitely add in that volume and put, you know, more energy into it. Understand that you only have a certain amount of volume that you can fit in within that week that you can recover from, and depending on where you're weak at, where your weak points are, you're gonna put more of that volume into those weak points. But understand, you can't just overload on everything and overflow, or else that's a good way to injure yourself, or it's a good way to under recover, which is what you want to stay away from. So what I recommend is hitting chest twice a week. Have a power day, have a hypertrophy day. So the power day would be, you know, heavy sets of 3, 4, 5, you know, 6, anywhere from there. I'd stay within the 3 to, you know, 6 to 8 rep range. Hypertrophy day would be anywhere between like 8 and 12. I typically keep it around 8 to 10 for heavy compounds at least. So my heavy barbell bench pressing, this would be more considered a hypertrophy type workout. And just go from there, slowly but surely add weight, work to perfect that form, work to feel that mind-muscle connection and grow that chest. That's a huge tip as well. And that's about it. Follow these tips, watch your chest grow, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love, strength and honor. Aloha.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! Immortal!